My testing, my testing. All right. Hello, student. Yeah, thanks for waiting. yeah, yeah, same thing. Today is I actually plan to like cancel the class today, but yeah, because the SPM is just around the corner, and I think some of you might have the account physics and chemistry exam coming soon. So yeah, not all the students can join now, but yeah, thanks for all whoever can come for this live streaming. We have about 20 students now. Yep. So today we will discuss about this Negeri Sembilan paper 2. Yeah, this paper 2 is a lot harder than the paper 1. This is something like uh just now I went through this paper, seems like got a lot of question is a bit challenging. But anyways, yeah, let's discuss this together. And I ordered some Shopee food, so the food actually will come in like within 30 minutes. But I'm not gonna eat during the live. I will just go out and take and put outside, and then I will eat my dinner after the live streaming. So, but later maybe I will disappear for 2 minutes like that. But it's fine. All right, let's begin our the paper. And yeah, I heard this time the modern math is slightly different than the usual. Yeah, but because this year is the first year of KSSM, yeah, so it's not surprised that the format actually changing a lot. But I hope it will not happen for MF. All right. Okay, for this one, my part B, the answer will be slightly different with the marking scheme, but it's fine. I will explain myself, and then you will judge which answer you want to follow here. Okay, so first thing we sketch this thing first. So I will sketch the one without modulus to give you some idea. So this one, if without modulus, the amplitude is 1, it minus 1 over 2. So that's definitely my middle line is something like negative 1 over 2 here. And then my graph will go 1 unit up. So here will plus 1 unit. So here will be minus 1 unit. So you should be able to visualize my graph will be something like this. All right, so therefore I will have something like this. So this one will be 1 over 2, and then the bottom will be negative 1 over 2. Okay, negative 3 over 2, sorry. I mean negative 3 over 2. But this one is without the modulus. This is what happened when cos x minus 1 over 2. But if I add the modulus, what will happen is whatever below the x-axis is going to do a reflection going up like this. So therefore, this one from here is 3 over 2 unit internet. So he reflects, it will go to 3 over 2 unit as well. So therefore, I know my maximum here will be 3 over 2. And then these two lines will still remain the same. This line also will remain the same. So this is what happened when he do the reflection here. Right, so this is whatever I have. So I know the middle one, which is this one, it will be at the pi here. And this one will be at the 2 pi. Yeah, I check the marking scheme. They have something like pi over 2, but you should understand the pi over 2 is not really, it's not here, The pi over 2 is actually somewhere here. But in this case, I don't think I want to list out the pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. I will just list pi and 2 pi is good enough. Alright, and then this is how they give you about the format. Alright, then for the part B, we have another equation. This is 2 cos x minus 1 plus pi equals to k. And then the question asks you to, if there are 4 solutions, take the range of k instead of pi. So this one, the first thing is this is not really the y. I'm not sure why the marking scheme assumed this one is the y, because y is basically cos x minus half. So what I want to do is I will try to factorize out the 2 from the equation. Then I will get the y here plus pi equals to k. So therefore, my cos x minus 1 over 2, this one should equals to k minus pi divided by 2. So therefore, this one will be my k. It will be my y will be k minus pi over 2. So this line, this one is a straight line, it's a horizontal line. This line will touch at 4 solution. So in order to have the 4 point, if you do the horizontal test, you should know it's somewhere between the 0 to 1 over 2. So therefore, my y value must be between 0 to 1 over 2. But what is my y value? My y value is k minus pi over 2. So therefore, I want to find a range of k. So I will multiply 2 for both sides. I will have 0 minus k, 1 here. And then I will plus pi for both sides. I will get 1 plus pi. And then this one I will get about pi. Okay, so this one will be my range of k. So yeah, I hope you get the idea. Because you can just try to draw any horizontal line between 0 to 1 over 2. You realize you will touch about 4 points. But when you reach at 1 over 2 that time, you actually only touch by about 3 point only. So therefore cannot equals to 1 over 2. Because at 1 over 2 here, you are also touching the 4 point, isn't it? Let me see. Here is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So in between also 4. Then this one can have the equal sign. Because over here you will actually touch 4 point also, right? At 1 over 2. Okay. Before that, 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Okay, good. But 0 cannot have equal because at 0 that time you only touch 3 points. At 0 you only touch 2 points. Sorry, you only touch 2 points. So the 0 shouldn't include. But above the 0 you would actually touch 4 points. So yep, this is how we solve the first. I'm not sure why this one give only like 4 mark. I mean give so much like 4 mark. But this one like so many words is only give 2 mark. But I don't know. This is what it is. So I hope you get the idea how we actually solve this kind of questions. And I hope it makes sense to you. Okay, so alright, it's quite a surprise we have about 70 students now. Because I thought a student will just prepare for the next week exam. Okay, this is another question. It's about the Lanterns Festival. So, as an early preparations to celebrate the Lantern Festival, so the Meilings wish to hang few pieces of the lanterns at her big house yard. So therefore the pole is 3 meters. So we know the height of the pole is 3 meters. And the distance between 2 poles is basically 3 meters as well. Okay, diagram 1 show the rope used to hang the lanterns was sinking and had the parabola shapes a few days before the days. The minimum height of the loops from the ground is 200 centimeters. Okay, for this question, right, you need to know, you will get a different equation if you use meter compared to the centimeter. Yeah, because just now at first I actually using meter to try it out, and then I actually got a different A value. And I try to use a centimeter, I will get different A value. But both equation I check already is still getting the same K coordinate. So I assume both values should be okay here. Because if I do this kind of question, definitely I will not go to like 300 centimeter. I do not want my A value to be that big. But the marking scheme, they actually use centimeter to do. So yeah. So I believe all of you will have the marking scheme. So I'm not going to show you the same thing with the marking scheme. But right now I'm using meter to do. Okay, so here they say this one is basically like 2 meters from the ground. So this is 2m. Since this is parabola graph and this is the origin, so I will assume this one, the middle one, should be the symmetry. So the symmetry one, because here is both also is 3 and 3, right? So therefore here is the distance here is about 1.5. So therefore this coordinate, we should call it like 1.5 and 2, isn't it? Because the y is 2 meter, the x is 1.5. I think my Shopee food reached already. Come back in 1 minute. All right, I'm back here. Okay, so where are we? Okay, we need to form the complete and square equation. All right, so by doing this one, then I have my equation y will equals to a x minus 1.5 or 3 over 2 square plus 2. Okay, if you are using centimeter, this one is 200 centimeter. So this one, your coordinate should be 150 and 200. Then your equation should be ax minus 150 square plus 200. Okay, if you are using centimeter, you are using the second equation, but if you are using a meter, you will use the first equation. Okay, then we need to find a point we can sub into it. So here you have two choices. One, you will choose this point, which is a 3, 3 here. Or you will choose this point, which is the origin here, which always is 0, 3. Definitely, if you ask me, I would ask you to choose a point with a 0 because the value is smaller, so it's easier for us to substitute. But if you are using a centimeter, this one will be 300 and 300. Okay, you get the idea lah. So, but over here, I will just use the meter. Okay, so I will just sub this coordinate. When y equals to 3, x equals to 0. So this is 0 minus 3 over 2 square plus 2. So I will move the plus 2, like 3 minus 2, I will get 1. So this one, 3 over 2 square, I will get 9 over 4a. So my a will be 4 over 9. Yeah, I believe if you use centimeter, you will get something like 1 over 225. Why do I eat first? Yeah, if I eat now, then I will just delay the live, but I do not want to delay. So, or else we can't finish at 12. Yeah, so I hope I can eat at 11. Okay, so after I got the a value, I will just sub it back. So my y will equals to 4 over 9 x minus 3 over 2 square plus 2. Right, this is what happens for 2 mark here. They asked us to form this equation. So we just did. Okay, so the mailing plan to hang the lantern vertically and tie and tear at the point K. So on the loops. So they basically they want to hang the lantern like this. So point K is like 1 meter away from the pole. So okay, this one, I believe the 1 meter away is mean the vertically like 1 meter. I mean the horizontally 1 meter. Because at first I might thinking is it like 1 meter from the top? But the question doesn't say about the top of the pole. So I just assume it's like 1 meter like this. So that means if this is the origin, at least I know the coordinate of K is called 1, and the Y I do not know is 1y for the coordinate K here. So by doing this one, I can easily get my y here by just substitute the 1k into my equation here. So if the question no state and give the diagram like this, where should we put the origin? Yeah, if the question doesn't say anything, you can put the x-axis and y-axis everywhere you like. But normally you just use some common sense one. Yeah, because these questions some students asked me like many years ago. Yeah, you can put your y-axis over here, x-axis like this, it's fine. Or you can put the y-axis like this, it's fine. Or you can put the y-axis even like this also is fine. Yeah, because over here, they eventually they want to find about the distance, right? Yeah, but depend. If the question asks about the equation, then normally they have to tell you a point, because without the coordinate, right, we cannot get a very accurate equation. But if the question asks you to find some volume or some distance or some length, then where you put the y-axis, it doesn't matter. Same thing where you put the axis, because you will get a different equation. But that different equation should lead the same length of the loop, something like that. Yeah, you can try it out, because last time I actually tried with the 2 or 3 different equations, and all the equations will give me the same length or same distance or same volume. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so can put randomly like the staircase question just now. Okay, yeah, I heard about staircase question for modern math. Alright, so okay, so I will just sub in to find my k coordinate. So y equals to y, x equals to 1. So I will use the calculator over here. So just to save myself some time. So 1 minus 3 over 2 square plus 2. So this one is about y value is about 2.111. Okay, so we have infinite 1 here, but at least I know the y value. And then the question even says, and the mailing fixed the minimum height of the base of lanterns from the ground is 150. How many lanterns can be hung by mailing? So each of the lantern is 20 centimeter. So the mailing has some requirements. So the height here must be minimum 1.5 meter or 150 centimeter from the ground. So here, just now we already found the k here is like 2.1111 meter. So each lantern is about 0.2 meter or 20 centimeter. So I want to know how many I can put. So the first thing is I want to know what is my empty space here, because I'm going to use this vertical space to calculate how many lantern I can put here. So what I will do here is, in order to find the empty space, I will use 2.1111 minus 1.5. So I will minus 1.5 here. So I have about 0.6111. So, and each lantern is 0.2 meter, right? So I will just use 0.6111 divided by 0.2. I roughly will get how many I can hang here. So I can hang about 3 lanterns. So therefore, how many lanterns can be hung? So I will say therefore 3 can be hung over there. So basically, we can accept like 0.2, 0.2, and 0.2, and we still have some space before I reach the minimum 1.5 from the ground there. Alright, so yeah, I hope you can get the idea. Definitely, if you are using the centimeter, you will get the 3 as well. So no need to worry so much. But I hope in the real exam, they will like specify that better to use the centimeter or meter, or just use some unit here, because they definitely will give you a different A value. So the different A value, I believe in the marking scheme, you might got wrong if you are using the meter or you using the centimeter. So yeah, I hope in the real exam they will actually specify what unit they prefer. Okay, so well, we have about 100 students here. Quite surprised. Okay, so a lot of coordinate question for Negeri Sembilan. I'm not sure why they just prefer the coordinate so much. Right, we have a R along the circle with the center O. So we have an equation, or we have a locus R here. And then the center is basically Q. The center Q, we have a coordinate for Q, which is 3, 2 here. And then they were passing through like 2 coordinate. One coordinate is like 6, 0. Another coordinate is about H4. I do not know where is exactly the H. But H4 maybe is somewhere here. I don't know. H4. This is T. This is S. Alright. So first thing they asked us to find the equation of the locus R. What I want to do is, first thing is I want to know what is the distance, because I know the QS will always same with the QT, right? Because this one will be the radius. You see carefully, you should already know they are the radius, right? It must be same distance. But since I want an equation, so the R here, I will just assume call it as xy for the locus of R. So because R can be the moving point at any point at the circumference. So I want to find the QS first. So I will get the distance of QS. Use the distance formula. So it will be 3 minus 6 square plus 2 minus 0 square. So it's about 9, 4, 13, square root 13. Alright, so the radius here is square root 13. Okay, so therefore I know they must be always same distance, right? So therefore, this one I call it some P coordinate, it doesn't matter. So I know, let's say I call this one P. I know P to Q must be always same distance, right? So can I say P to Q must be always square root 13? Then, yep, if you understand this one, I will just do the distance for PQ. So it will be x minus 3 square plus y minus 2 square will equals to square root 13. Square root and square root I cancel out. So here I have x squared minus 6x plus 9, y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals to 13. So I have x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus y squared. This is 13 minus 13, 0. Okay, done. This is how we get the equation locus of R here. And then they asked us to find the nilai of H. So nilai of H is basically on the locus, and I have this equation. So I can just sub H into the X, 4 into the Y to get my X value. So this one is H squared plus 16 minus 6H. Sorry, this is minus 4y. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Luckily, I can find my mistake here. Minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, 16 minus 16. Okay. So I factorize H. So H equals to 0 or H equals to 6. Done. So this is how I get the 5 mark here. So then the tangent to the circle at the point S intersect the y-axis at N, and then find a triangle. Okay, so I want to find where is the coordinate N here. So therefore I have a line which is like tangent at S here. Okay, so tangent means it will be 90 degrees. So definitely the first thing I will do here is I will find a gradient for QS first. Okay, gradient formula y minus y over x minus x. So the gradient should be negative 2 over 3. Then since this is 90 degrees, I can find the M2 here to form the equation. So the M2 will be negative 1 over M1, which is negative 1 over the negative 2 over 3. So my M2, I will easily get 3 over 2 here. Alright, then I want to form the equation by doing y minus y1, 0. I use the coordinate s. I use the coordinate s here, 6, 0. So, and then 3 over 2, x minus 6. So my equation of tangent is 3 over 2x minus 9. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find a coordinate n. Because the question says the y-axis, they will intersect at y-axis at n. That means n is when x equals 0, or you can understand it's a c. So therefore my n is called 0, negative 9. Alright, after I got the n, I got the o, and I got the s, I can form the triangle. I can find the triangle easily. So the area of triangle is half. I write the coordinate o, 0, 0, and then coordinate s, 6, 0, coordinate n, 0, negative 9. Repeat the first coordinate. Alright, then I will just multiply it in this direction. So it's 1 over 2. This one should only get about negative 54. And then multiply the opposite direction is minus 0. So it is 27 unit square. Done. Alright, so here I think the only challenging part is do you know how to find the equation of tangent? Do you know equation of tangent will be perpendicular to the line you connected to the center? If you know both of these, you at least you have the hints about the gradient, and then from there you should be able to get the equation of tangent, and then from there you can find the y-intercept, and then from there you can find the n coordinate, and then from there you can find the area of triangle. Phew. So yeah, this 3 mark is a bit challenging. I mean, I see a lot of coordinate geometry question. I would say this part B is a little bit hard because you kind of need to visualize it, or else you just read the question, you might not have the idea how to do it. Because when I just read the question, I think, okay, I want to find the tangent. Maybe I want to do dy dx, but I realized the Locus equation is quite hard for me to do the dy dx. So then I think again, is there any other way I can do? Then I find out the 90-degree relationship. Then yeah, I solve it. Okay, anything you want to ask me? Let me drink some tea. I'm so tiring today. Yeah, I might not able to finish the whole paper, but I will try my best. Yeah, I hope to end this live streaming at 11. So we still have 1 hour to go. Let's see how many questions I can finish in 1 hour. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's continue to the next one. So how can we determine the y-axis? Because we know y-axis means y-intercept. Y-intercept is a c. Y equals to mx plus c is a c. Or what you can do is at the y-axis we know x is always equals to 0. So, or you can sub the x equals to 0 into your equation of straight line, equation of tangent there. Then you still can find the n coordinate over there. Yeah, say hello to the Alvin, which is my moderator. Alright, so okay, let's continue this one. So we have about two equations, and then they intersect each other at the point P, and then Q will be the y-intercept for the straight line. Shade the regions powered by the curve y squared equal to 2x minus 4 and the straight line, and both x-axis and y-axis. So you want to find the part which is covered by this line, and then at the same time also covered by the y-axis and x-axis. So you should be able to know the region they are talking about is here. So, oops. So this part actually is surrounded by the straight line, surrounding by the curve, surrounding by the y-axis, and surrounding by the x-axis. Okay, so this is the 1 mark question. Just shade it. And then after that, they asked us to find the shaded region. Hence, find the region, shaded region. Find the area. So 3 marks. So in order to find this area, I will just draw a dotted line here. And then I should be able to see I have an area of trapezium at the point P here, right? Point Q will be here. So we have an area of trapezium. And then I want to minus the area under the curve, which is I want to minus this part. So the logic is I just need to find an area of trapezium and then minus area under the curve. So I need to find out all the intersection point. Okay, the P, the Q, and the... Okay, so let's find one by one here. So first thing is I find this one, called x-intercept. We make y equals to 0. So 0 equals to 2x minus 4. So x will equals to 2, right? So yep, this one is quite easy. This coordinate is 2. And then I want to find the point P. I will sub both equations into each other. X equals to 6 minus y. Then y squared equals to 2x minus 4. Sub into here. So y squared equals to 2, 6 minus y minus 4. So y squared equals to 12 minus 2y minus 4. Y squared plus 2y plus 8 minus 8 equals to 0. So this one will be y plus 4, y minus 2, y equals to 2, or y equals to negative 4. So based on the observation, this one look like a positive y value, so this one should be 2. So this value I will reject it. Then x will equal to 6 minus 2. then x equals to 4. Then this coordinate is 4. Then at least I know the coordinate P is called 4, 2. Alright, then I want to find the coordinate of Q here. We just make x equals to 0, y plus 0 equals to 6, y equals to 6. So this value here is 6. Okay, so yeah. I guess this is all the information I need. So area of trapezium, now I got all the information. From 0 to Q, here is 6 unit, here is 2 unit. So this is 2, this is 4, right? So this is 0 to 4, here is 4 unit. Alright. So trapezium formula is half a plus b multiplied height. So this trapezium should be 16. Okay, this one simplified 2 times a is 16. Okay, I got the trapezium ready. Now I want to get the area under the curve here. So that one, what I want to do is I need to integrate the curve from 2 to 4. Okay, so normally I would just want to write nicely. I would say area of shaded region is equals to 16, which is the area of trapezium, minus I integrate 2 to 4. Alright, since this one must be y dx, cannot be y squared. So my y will be 2x minus 4 square root, right? Power half. Okay, so I will just insert this one into here. 2x minus 4 power half dx. Okay, so let's do it. I'll integrate this one. This is 2x minus 4 power plus 1, 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. Multiply a 2, differentiate inside, have a 2 at the bottom. Then this is 2, 4, simplify them. So 4 into here will be 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 power 3 over 2 is 8 over 3 minus 0. Okay, so this one will be 16 with 16 minus 8 over 3. You can use a calculator and you should get 40 over 3 unit square. Hey, is it error? Yeah, unit square. Done. This is how we get the area of the shaded region. Okay, so then we got another 3 mark. Part B, volume generated in the unit Q when the region is revolved. Okay, so when the region basically means the shaded region just now. This one is 2 and 4. Right? Basically means this shaded region going to rotate 360 degrees on the y-axis. Right, this one is a bit crazy, but if you get the idea, you should know how to do as well. So what I want to do here is I will separate them into 2 different parts, part 1 and part 2. Both of these parts going to rotate 360 degrees on the y-axis itself. So part 1 rotate, I will get a cone. So it's quite straightforward, the part 1. If I rotate, I will get a cone here. So you should be able to see a cone. So the cone, the formula for volume of cone, you should know also, right? It's 1 over 3. So there's a R here, there's H here. So volume is 1 over 3 pi R square H. So I can get this volume really fast here. So 1 over 3 pi. My radius is from 0 to 4 here, isn't it? My radius is 4 square. Okay, my height is basically from 2 to 4. From 2 to 6, sorry. So it will be 4 units as well. So it's 4. So this one is actually called 64 pi over 3 for the triangle. The triangle rotates 360, I get a cone. So yeah, I done the first part. So rotate the part 1, I will get about 64 over 3 pi. Okay, then I want to rotate about part 2. Part 2 is basically is a curve here. But we have some problem. If I rotate the part 2, the volume formula is pi a to b on the y-axis, right? So here will be x squared dy. So my problem right now is I don't have x squared. I need to find a way to get an x squared by myself. So therefore, I will solve it and get an x squared. So, okay. So therefore, y squared plus 4 equals to 2x. x equals to y squared plus 4 over 2. So x squared will equals to square here as well. So x squared, I will square the numerator first. So it's x power of 4 plus 8y squared. I mean y power of 4 plus 8y squared plus 16 over 4. So I prefer I separate them no need to separate them. I can take it out. So right now, I want to integrate the small part, the part 2. I will integrate the part 2. So this one is from 0 to 2, right? It's from 0 to 2 at the y-axis. So this one will take out the 1 over 4 to the outside. So it will become pi over 4. You realize I take out the 4, so it become pi over 4. Then the rest I will just write inside. Y power 4, 8y squared plus 60 dy. Okay, so let's do it. So this is y power 5 over 5 plus 8y cubed over 3 plus 16y. 2, 0. So I will sub the 2 into it, and then I will sub the 0 into it as well. So this one should be 32 over 5, 8864 over 3 plus 32 minus 0. Okay, then use a calculator. 32 over 5 plus 64 over 3 plus 32. Right, and then I multiply 1 over 4. Okay, so I get about something like 224 over 15 pi. Alright, this is the part 2. The total volume is part 1 plus part 2, isn't it? So therefore, the total volume the part 1 is 64 over 3 pi. Part 2 is plus 224 pi over 50. Yeah, just plus 64 over 3. So yeah, we get 544 over 15 pi. Done. Okay, so when you do that time, must be very careful because this one is really hard. Not to say really hard, a lot of work must be very careful. Here, I want to say something. I think some of you, if you watch my previous content, right? Yeah, even if you take out the 1 over 4, right? I want to say this y squared plus 4 power of 2. Yeah, because previously I teach wrongly. I tell the student I can do something like y squared plus 4 power plus 1 over 3 power 3 divided by 3 differentiate inside 2y at the bottom. No, you can't do like this. Because why? Because if inside the y or x is not power 1, then you can never do like this. So this method, it doesn't work if the y is like y squared. So this one you have no choice, but you need to expand it. Become y squared plus 4 multiply y squared plus 4. And then you need to multiply 1 by 1, expand it, then only you do the integration. This is something quite important. I hope all of you actually remember it. Do make this kind of mistake in the exam. 3 marks. I am not sure why the volume also 3 marks. Volume should at least give 5 marks. There's a lot of work here. Okay, anything you want to ask me about these volume questions? Yeah, I'm starving. Yeah, so when you do that time, must be extremely careful. I think I will just eat some cooked biscuit. Yeah, eat some biscuit. So hungry. Okay, number 5. Okay, they give us 9 power x equals to 12. And then they ask us to write 27 power x into the third form. So if 9 power x equals to 12, what I will do is, I know this is 9 power 2x equals to 12 as well. I will square root both sides. Okay, this one square and square root I can cancel out. So 9 power x equals to 12 is basically 4 times 3. So this one is square root 4 times square root 3. So 3 power x is called 2 sub 3. Alright, Then we have 27 power of x. This is 3 power of 3x because 27 is 3 power of 3. So I can say this is 3 power of x cubed. So 3 power of x is 2 sub 3 power of 3. So this one should be 8. 2 power of 3 is 8. Multiply 3 sub 3. So it should be 24 sub 3. Okay, done. This one is a bit tricky, so when you do that time, you must be very careful. Let me just explain this one a little bit. So this one you can do separately. 2 power of 3 multiply sub 3 power of 3. So this is 8. Sub 3 power of 3 is what? Sub 3 times sub 3 times sub 3. Sub 3 times sub 3, you get 3. So therefore, it's 3 sub 3. So you see, I got 3 sub 3 here. I got A for AddMath for SPM. I came here to say thank you for all your videos. Yeah, most welcome, Rose. Yeah, today I have one of the Malay students also. Her mom just called me, say, yeah, he actually got A also. So yeah, good to hear a lot of students actually learn from here. Sorry, broken English. No worry, your English is a lot better than mine. Okay, so I hope you can understand this third question. I would say it's not very easy, but not very hard as well. Yeah, let me grab one more biscuit because I cannot already, too hungry. So I need some biscuit. Okay, go to part B. Part B, I also got a different answer with the marking scheme, but I will explain myself. So, KT is the number of toys produced by a production line in a factory. Given that the productivity of the production line followed by this equation, KT equals to log 2, 2500 minus t squared. And then minus log 2, 50 minus t. So KT basically is the number of toys. So find the time needed in the minutes to produce the 10 unit of toys. So this one means what? The KT actually equals to 10. So here, log 2, if I factorize out, we know minus mean divide. So we have something like 2500 minus t squared over 50 minus t. Then I can move my log 2 to the other side, become 2 power of 10 is equals to this thing. And I'm not sure why this one is only 2 marks. Maybe the examiner allow you to use the calculator to solve, or else you want to solve this manually. There's a lot of work you need to do here. 2 power of 10 is basically 1024. So this one is 2500 minus t squared. So this one I need to multiply 50 minus t squared. So yeah, 1024 times 50. We have 51200 minus 1024t squared equals to this thing. So you just move around. This one should be 1025 t squared minus 2500. This is 48700. Am I making any mistake here? Oh no, this is t. This is t. Sorry. This is t, not t squared. Yeah, because this one doesn't have square. Okay, then this one cannot do like this already. Then here will be wrong. So many wrong here. So this one should be t squared minus 1024t. And then this one should be still make sense here. 48700 equals 0. Here I want to factorize it. I will use a calculator. Number is way too big than I imagined. So this t is 1, b is negative 1024, c is 48700. Okay, so t minus 974 and t minus 50. So here we have two answers. But the marking scheme actually choose about t 974. But in this case, I will just rejected this one because this one cannot be answered. Why? Because if 974 is the answer, you sub into this equation, we will have some problem. Imagine I sub into here. This is log 2. 50 minus 974. We know inside the log, right? We cannot get negative value or else we will get math error. So if you not believe me, I will just show to you this is 50 minus 974. You get math error. Because for log 2a, a must bigger than 0. Can't even equals 0. If equals 0 is still math error, right? Because if log 2 0 is still math error, so therefore I think the design of this question is a bit weird because this one should be rejected as well. Because basically if you agree t can be 50, then you sub into there, you kind of get both also wrong answer. So I will just say B, this question got some problem, but you can just check with your teacher, see do they have the better explanation. Oh, yeah, some students say, yeah, you can, you can further simplify here. Okay, good to know that. Will we get the different result? 50 minus t, this is 1024. The students say because this is 50 square minus t square. So this one we can say 50 minus t, 50 plus t, right? Then we just imagine we can delete them. Then t is still equals to 794. But there's no difference because I also got both of the answer. But right now, this is not the problem. The problem is both answers sub back into the production equation, we actually get math error. So therefore, I will just say both answers also wrong. Yeah, the question itself need to check again. Okay. Inverse function. Okay, inverse function. So they basically want us to find about G inverse in this case, right? Or find a function of f. Okay, you should know f is basically is the inverse of G because it's because fx actually reflects on the line y equals to x. So therefore, this one is actually equals to G inverse x. Okay, because it's a reflection there. So therefore, if I want to find the G inverse, right, I will make y equals to gx. Then y will equals to ln x plus 2. Ln move to the other side is exponent power of y equals to x plus 2. I want to make x as the subject, right? So x is exponent y minus 2. My x will be my G inverse, right? G inverse x is exponent x minus 2. Done. Okay, 2 mark for inverse function. So why the Malacca paper must pay? Yeah, because I have no time to discuss all the papers. So some paper I only discuss with my masterclass student. So therefore, in order to watch all the paper, then you might need to spend your 40 ringgit to watch the extra content. But no worry, and the internet, I mean, at the YouTube itself, I believe a lot of other teachers also discuss about Malacca paper. Yeah, so you can just go to check it out. All right, so yep, this is how we do it. So let's go to number 6 here. Okay, and an astronomer used mathematical model to predict the collision between a planet and an asteroid. Wow, why like so deep one? Given that the locus of the movement of the planet, so you can see this is the circle equation. So this circle equation is the locus for the planet. And then we have some asteroid. This one is a straight line equation. Okay, so find the range of k if the collision will never happen. So another one will be a straight line. So that means they will never meet each other. This is ky plus x equals to 3. So does not intersect. Does not intersect means what? Does not intersect mean b squared minus 4ac less than 0. But in order to apply the b squared minus 4ac less than 0, we need to have a quadratic equation. So in order to have the quadratic equation, I will just sub the straight line equation into the circle equation here. Okay, so here I will just make the x as a subject to make our life easier. So from this one, x should equal to 3 minus ky. So if x equals to this thing, I will sub back into all the x here. So let's see what will happen here. So 3 minus ky squared plus y squared minus 2 3 minus ky plus 5y minus 1 equals 0, because I know eventually this is the quadratic equation. Wow, a lot of work here. So this is 9 minus 6ky plus k squared y squared plus y squared minus 6 plus 2ky plus 5y minus 1 equals 0. I will group the y squared together. So this one called k squared plus 1 y squared. And then we'll group all the y term together. So this one is 5y minus 4ky. So it's called 5 minus 4ky. Okay, cancel, cancel, cancel. Then we have 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so this is my A. This is my B. This is the C. So now we can do the b squared minus 4ac. So b squared minus 4, a will be k squared plus 1, c will be 2, less than 0, because they will never collide. So this is the reason why we do b squared minus 4ac less than 0. Then from here, we can find the range of k. This question is crazy long. I don't know. Maybe Negeri Sembilan people is just too smart. This question is like so much to do. 25, 20 minus 40k plus 16k squared minus 4k. No, this is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Minus 8k squared minus 8 less than 0. So this one and this one I solve, I get 8k squared minus 40k plus 17 less than 0. Okay, no, this one I don't think we can factorize. Okay, I'm a bit lazy, I will use the EQN, but if you're hardworking, use a quadratic formula lah. X equals to negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a to solve this question, because it seems like cannot factorize. So the first one is 8, the second one is negative 40, the third one is 17. Alright, so over here I will get the first k value is, I get 2k value 4.531 or 0.469. Alright, but this is inequality. You cannot write the equal, so we need to draw out the diagram. So the smaller value is 0.469. And then, oops, the next answer is this one, 4.531. Less than is the value in between. Then I know my k must be between 0.469, and 4.531. Alright, so this one is about the what is the K value? Alright, K basically is that range. Okay, we're done. How many marks? They give us 4 marks. So yeah, so basically we sub into each other, and then we do b squared minus 4ac, and then less than 0, and then after that we're going to solve the inequality in the decimal. Alright, so have fun. Alright, done. Part B. Hence we need to use back the previous answer. Hence find a possible location where the collision might happen if the range of k is between 3 and 6. Use a suitable k where k is an integer. Integer means the k will be a whole number. So right now I want to compare. So because hence, right, I need to use back this one. But k is between, so I give you some number line, some idea first. 0.469 to 4.531. So my k is between here to here, the first k. The second k is between 3 to 6. Okay, but you should know this one mean never collide. So that's mean I from here I cannot have this part, because that's mean from all the part here, I mean, where's my highlighter? From all the part here, the asteroid and the planet will never collide. So all the value here I cannot take, because over here they will never collide. So therefore the collide is only over here. So the green color part is I don't know what happened to my mouse cursor. So this one is the where area they will collide. So because they only collide here, then I want to find from, because this is empty dot, I cannot include the 6. So therefore the integer in between here will be 5. Because 4.5 is not an integer. 6 is the integer, but because it doesn't equal to 6, it must be less than 6. So therefore, in between here, I only have one number somewhere here, which is 5. This is the only integer that collide here. So in this case, I need to use k is equals to 5. Okay, if you get the idea, when k equals to 5, so the only integer we can use is k equals to 5. So we want to find the, what we want to find here in our formula, we want to find the possible location. We want to find a possible location. So basically, I guess maybe they are talking about the coordinate. Alright, the coordinate of the intersection. So I will just sub the k back into my quadratic equation here. So we sub back into here. I will sub k back into here to find the location. So which is the coordinate where the collide might happen. So alright, when k equals to 5, let me use other color. K equals to 5. Sub into here, 25 plus 1, 26y squared. Plus 5 minus 20, minus 50. Plus 2 equals to 0. And I don't think this one can factorize, so I will use the EQN again. So this is 26. Negative 50. 2. Alright, so here they actually give me two different y values. 0.367 or 4. Oh, 8, sorry. Or y equals to, another one is 0.209. Right, but location mean must have a coordinate. Then only consider it's a location in the space. I don't know space how they measure the coordinate. But yeah, this is just a math question. Don't think until too deep. Alright, then I need to sub back to the x equation. What is my x here? My x is over here, isn't it? X equals to 3 minus 5y. So therefore, the first one will be 3 3 minus 5, y is 0.368. So this one should be 1.16. This one I'm going to change the value inside here. 209. This one will be my second coordinate. 955. Alright, so now I got the location 1.16 and 0.368. Second location will be 1.955 and 0.209. Done. Yeah, another format. I think this question is the only difficult part is about understanding the k value, because you need to use back the previous answer, which is the certain range they will never collide, and then from there you need to take out the time, the k value they will never collide, and then you will see like which part they will collide and must be integer. Then you, after you find out k equals to 5, the whole question seems like very easy. But if you couldn't get the k is equal to 5, you might struggle a little bit in these questions. Why so tiring one to explain a math question? Like, Carl, anything you want to ask me? All right. Again. Progression, I guess it's a progression questions. All right, so let me just erase the unnecessary thing. Alright, so there are three terms of arithmetic progression. So we have about 7k, 14k, 21k, and so on. So the n term, Tn, is basically 1008. Find an expression for the number of terms, mean n, in the progression in terms of k. So basically mean they want an equation like n equals to some k. So how I know when I need to use the b squared minus 4ac? Okay, this is a very good question. So the first thing is, in order to use the b squared minus 4ac, you want to see back the equation. Is it quadratic equation or not? Quadratic equation means the equation, is it x power of 2 is the highest power or y power of 2 is the highest power? If that one is a quadratic equation, you can consider about b squared minus 4ac. If today you have y power of 3 or x power of 3, you can never do b squared minus 4ac. And another purpose of b squared minus 4ac is to test how many points you're going to meet or intersect. So therefore, if the question related to maybe they collide at two different locations, like meet at 2 points, or they meet at 1 point and they never meet at all these questions is related to the b squared minus 4ac. If the question, you can convert them into the quadratic equation. If you can't convert them into a quadratic equation, there's never use the b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so I hope I do answer your questions. Where am I? Okay, so right now I want to use these two information to do something like n in terms of k. So first thing is I know my a is 7k. I know my d is the second term minus the first term. So it's 7k. Alright, then I know my Tn. A plus n minus 1d is a Tn formula equals to 1008. A is 7k, d is 7k. Equals to 1008. So I will just, I don't know, I will divide 7k, divide 7k, divide 7k here. So I got 1 plus n minus 1 equals to 1008 divided by 7. 144 over k. So minus 1 plus 1, n equals to 144 over k. Done. Okay, not too bad. So, but you need to understand what the question wants. Once you understand already, this question doesn't seem very scary. Alright, so format, not yet format, we still have one more part, oh my god. Find the sum of the first n term of the progression in terms of k. So right now they ask us to find the Sn. See, we have the n equation. So Sn is n over 2. A plus L. Since I know the last term is 1008, I'm not going to do the longer version, 2a plus n minus 1d. I just use this one. Okay, my n is 144 over k divided by 2. My first term is 7k. My last term is 1008. So in this case, this one I can simplify it, 72 over k. This is 7k plus 1008. 72 times 7. What do I get? K and k simplify, I get 504 plus 1008 times 72. What? 72576 over k. Done. This is my Sn in terms of k. Yeah, a lot of algebra involved here. Yeah, so if you are good in algebra, this kind of question will not be like too scary for you. If you are not that good, you might need to think a little bit like how to do this one. Alright, this one, I don't know, maybe I am not really familiar with how to buy a horse by calculate the nail, something like that. I don't know. At first I thought, is it any like specific word for nail? It's not really the nail of the horse, it's some scientific term or what. But end up, yeah, it is nail. I'm not sure why they buy the horse using the nail and somehow form a geometry progression. So it's kind of weird for me to do this question, but still, this is MF question. Let's do it. So an equation want to buy a horse for 10,000 ringgit Malaysia. So the diagram 4 show the piece of the horseshoe. So yeah, you should be able to see the horseshoe here. So there are two methods to buy the horse. So the first method is just pay 10,000 in the cash and then you got the horse. The second method is the payment of nail needed by the horse. The method of the payment of nail is 1 cent. So this one, the first nail, you only pay the 1 cent. 1 cent. And the second one, you need to pay about 2 cents. And then the next one, you're going to pay about 4 cents. Next one, you're going to pay about 8 cents. And this one, you're going to pay about 16 cents. Okay. Yeah, because this one doesn't make sense. Who will make the nails at different price? But yeah, they want you to see the progression. This is the main purpose of the whole question. So yeah, you sort of can imagine like how it's work, right? So definitely you like because horse actually have 4 legs. This is how much you need to pay for 1 leg. So it's about what? 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. So at 1 leg you only pay about 31 cents. Then you might think, oh, the horse must be very cheap, because if I use this method, 1 leg only pay about 31 cents. Yeah, this is the scary part about the compound. Yeah, about the geometric progression, because the second leg you're going to pay a lot more. Because second leg you have another 5 nail, isn't it? Since this is continuous, then this one will be 32 cents. This one will be 64 cents. This one will be 128 cents, 256 cents, and 512 cents. So it and keep on going. So you get the idea, right? Because horse actually have 4 legs. 1 leg got 5 nails. 4 legs have 20 nails. So therefore, if you get the idea, what we want to do is we want to plus all the nail money together to buy the horse. So this one called S20. Because I have 20 nails for 4 legs. Each leg have 5 nails. So first thing is the progression 1, 2, 4, 8. The R value is second term divided by first term. R is 2. Then I will use another formula because R is bigger than 1. So this is Rn minus 1 over R minus 1. So I will use this one. My A is just 1 cent. My R is basically 2. Power 20 minus 1 over 2 minus 1. Alright, so okay, 2 power 20 minus 1. So eventually, you're actually paying about 10,485.75 cents. So which method is cheaper? So therefore, method 1 is better because is 485 ringgit 75 cent cheaper. So yeah, RM. So yeah, so this is how the businessman trap you, because the businessman tell you first nail is only 1 cent. Then you think, oh, I want to pay by the second method. Then you realize the second method is actually, you sum up, is more expensive than 10,000. Yeah, because you think, 1 nail is only 1 cent. It sounds like a lot cheaper, right? But this is the tricky part. So can I ask that if I just want to get a pass for AddMath, is it got any topic I should read or do? Like I say, focus on those simple topic like geometry progression. What am I talking about? Like APGP normally is very easy, but this one is a bit crazy. Like coordinate geometry, like linear law, like circular measure, like solution of triangle, like index number. Yeah, all these simple topic, right? You just choose about, because the passing I heard is about 19 to 25 mark only. So yeah, I think pass should be quite okay, but you at least you need to able to do 5 to 6 topic. Okay, so what's the time now? Oh my god, so close to 11. All right, let's finish these vector questions. All right, so yeah, we have some diagram. Diagram 5 show the position of the what? Secretariat 10O and 10ABCDE in the camping ground. So the 10A is situated 200 from the Secretariat 10O. So this one here to here is about 200. Then 10B is 800 from the O in the direction of OA. So they are the same straight lines. So here is plus another 600. Because it's 800 away, right? 200 plus 800 plus 600, you get 800, right? So it makes sense. And they are the straight line because in the same direction. 10D is 300 from O. And E is situated 750 from D, not from O, 750 from D. So here in the same direction as well, I believe. Yeah, so in the direction of OD, so yeah, it's the same direction. So, and then ACE are situated on the straight line, such that the distance C from E, let me draw the straight line first. So this one will be the straight line. Alright, so that the C from E is 4 times from A. So here will be ratio 1, here will be ratio 4, according to the question. Alright, this is everything I know. Okay, by using the P to represent 100 meter in the direction of OA, okay, Q represent 150 meter in the direction of OD, expressed in terms of P and Q. Alright, let's change then. Okay, so 200 meter in this direction, this one means 2P. This one means 6P. So in this direction, divide 150. 300 divided by 150, you will get 2, isn't it? So this one is called 2Q. 750 divided by 150, you are actually getting 5, right? So here will be 5Q. Right, this is all the information I have from the diagram. Okay, they asked me to find OC. So in order to find the O to C, I think I need to find the AC first. But before I find the AC, I need to find the AE first. Okay, so I find the AE. Okay, AE will equals to AO plus OE. Okay, A to O is negative 2P. O to E should be 7Q. Okay, now I want to find about AC. AC is 1 over 5 of the A. So AE is negative 2P plus 7Q. So it's negative 2 over 5p plus 7 over 5q. This is AC. After I got the AC, I can find so-called the OC. OC, O to C, I can say is OA plus AC. O to A is 2p. A to C is minus 2 over 5p plus 7 over 5q. So this is 10. So it'll be 8 over 5p plus 7 over 5q. You can use a calculator, right? I got the OC. Then the question asks about BC. So B to C, where's my B, by the way? Okay, B to C is, I can say is B to A plus A to C. B to A will be negative 6p. A to C will be negative 2 over 5p plus 7 over 5q. So this one will be negative 30, negative 32 over 5p plus 7 over 5q. Done. This is the BC. Okay, so you just do step by step. Then, yeah, then we should be able to do. Okay, 3 mark. This 3 mark a lot of work. Okay, is someone use the binoculars to observe the den B from D? Okay, want to observe B from D. So from D here, you want to go look to the B. Yeah, you actually looking to here. So can be seen without being blocked by the 10C or otherwise. Prove your answer mathematically. So over here, what they want is the BCD, the straight line, is the straight line or collinear or not? If they are the straight line, definitely when you observe from D, you will be blocked by C, 10C. But if they are not the collinear, they will never be blocked. So what I want to do here is I already have the BC. I want to find one more vector. Maybe I find a vector for BD. Okay, B to D, I will say is B to O plus O to D. So B to O is negative 8p. O to D is 2q. Okay, so if BCD are collinear, then BC will equals to the lambda of BD. So let's see. If both of them, when I'm comparing the P and Q, both give me the same value of lambda, basically mean they are collinear. If they give me the different value of lambda, then they are not the same value. Let's do it out. So negative 32 over 5p plus 7 over 5q equals to the lambda negative 8p plus 2q. So this one is negative 8 lambda p plus 2 lambda q equals to this thing. So therefore, in this case, I will comparing the p first. When I say comparing the p means what? Means I will actually take the value beside the p. It doesn't include the p, just beside the p. And assume they are equal. And then after that, I will do the same thing for q. Okay? So therefore, negative 32 over 5 equals to negative 8 lambda. So my lambda should equals to 4 over 5. So then, I will comparing the q. If I compare the q, 7 over 5 equals to 2 lambda. So in this case, lambda will equals to 7 over 10. Since I call lambda 1 and lambda 2. Since the lambda 1 is not equals to the lambda 2, then B, C, D are not the collinear. And C ABC will never block them. I don't know lah. You just use your own word to write lah. Okay, this is math, alright. Okay, so yeah, you should know if both of these values are the same, then they are collinear, then it will be blocked. If they are not the same, mean they are not the collinear, not the straight line definitely, you can actually observe the B from D, right? So it doesn't block it at all. Okay, so this is how we actually do this kind of questions. Okay, last part of today. Okay, P is 2 units and Q is 3 units also, and then BOE is 90 degrees. Find the length of BE. Alright, so okay, let me draw it out to give you some idea. Okay, this is the length of B. Because this is B, this is E, this is O. The question tells us this is 90 degrees. So here is about 8P. Here is 8P, right? Since the P is basically equals to 2 units, then here is basically is 8 times 2. Here is 60. So this length over here will be 60. Then this one will be 7Q. Since the length of the Q is 3, this one will be 7 times 3, which is 21. So the length O to E is 21. And I'm going to find the length of B, basically right angle triangle, we can do the Pythagoras. So it just says 16 square plus 21 square. So square root of 16 square plus 21 square. Alright, I will get the final answer is 26.4. Or maybe I write somewhere at the bottom. 26.4 is my final answer. This one will be the length of B. What are the characteristics of the collinear? No, collinear just AB equals to lambda of BC. If ABC are collinear, both of them will give you the same lambda. Or you in the gradient world, that means they have the, in the straight line world, in the collinear geometry mean they have the same gradient. Yeah, you can do that as well. Alright, we done this question. I don't think I want to continue because it's about 11 already. Yeah, I know we still have lots of questions. Maybe I will just put it on some other day. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bit tiring today. So, anyways, I hope you at least there's 8 questions for paper 2. So I hope you at least you can learn something from these 8 questions. Just go to print out this paper and redo it yourself. If you can do these 8 questions, I believe some among these 8, about 3 to 4 questions is quite tough. So if you can do these 8 questions, I think you are ready for K-Bar. Thank you, sir, for recommending this calculator. Really is hack in today's exam. Yeah, because this model of calculator actually can do a lot of things. But also because of nowadays the calculator is very advanced. So I would expect this year the examiner trying to make sure you don't use so much of the calculator. So you should expect a lot of questions like they don't want the answer in the number. They want an answer in terms of P, in terms of Q, in terms of K. So therefore, yeah, you should get ready for it as well. Alright, anyways, thanks for about 60 students stay until the end. So yeah, tomorrow we have another 1.5 hours for the masterclass student. Yeah. So yeah, it's about two week time for AddMath. So don't give up. Just fully utilize this 2 week time. I know you still have some other paper as well, but just do your best and take care. Same idea. The COVID is more than 30,000 per day. So take care of yourself. And I will see masterclass student tomorrow. And thank you all of you for coming for the live. See you guys around in my YouTube channel. Bye bye and good night.